This video is for karate for beginners. We're going to start out with how we start a class and end classes. First thing I'm going to show you is horse stance. You take your legs shoulder width apart, you bend your knees, push them out to the side, make fists, curl the fingers, then the thumb on the first two fingers. Hands to the side. This is your horse stance. This is good for stability and balance. Now from here, how we start in the Kempo karate is we're going to bow with the fist like this, hand here, we slide our feet together, and we bow. That's how we do it in the Kempo karate. Now in some other martial arts, you bow with your feet together and bow this way, or you just simply out here, or you even bow on your knees, the hands down, and bow. Bowing is a form of respect from the instructor to the student and student to the instructor. Alright, let's move on from here. We're going to go back to the horse stance. Legs shoulder width apart. Bend the knees, push them out, hands to the side. What we're going to do is an inward block. It's important to block because if someone's throwing a strike at you, you want to block it before you're able to strike them. So just get that off of you. So what we're going to do is pick your hand up here like you're waving hello with the hand closed. Bring it across your body. You're going to hit with between the wrist and then the elbow, right on the forearm here. So from here, pick it up and across. Alright, let's try this out. Pick up the hand, bring it across you, and back. Let's go back to the other side. Pick it up, come across, and back. There's your inward block. So from here, we're going to do two of them. Now from here, I'm going to show you the karate punch. What you do is take your hand, you're going to twist it out, bring it in front of you. What you want to do is there's a center line in your body. You want the knuckle to come out in that center line. Make sure that you hit the first knuckle. Some believe that you hit with the first two, but that does is weaken your wrist. You lock this out, make sure that knuckle is lined up with your arm and flat on the top. So you hit it with the first knuckle. So from here, twist it out, out. I think of reaching out and grabbing M&Ms out of a bowl. Alright, ready? Here we go. Punch. Good, other hand. Punch. Let's try it again. Punch. Now from here, you can take this and correct yourself. So from holding your hand out here like this, say you punch, boom, wrong technique, let's fix it. From here, punch, oh wrong, let's fix it. What you're going to do is you're going to fix yourself here. You're getting yourself muscle memory by repeating this. But you know it's wrong when you're here, so fix it up and you'll throw a proper punch more efficiently when you do this. So now we're going to throw the punch in a faster pace here. We're not going to leave it out there. Punch and bring it back. So you hit and return it. Now this here I think is the game of tag. So what we would do in tag, boom. When I play tag, I come back to base, safety. So from here, I punch, bring my hand, this is my safety on my hips. So from here, don't get tagged back. Punch, bring it back. Now think of that you are tagging the fastest kid in the neighborhood. Punch, bring it right back. Alright, let's try this out. You ready? Go! Move! Move! Good, very good. Okay, next we're going to do is mix the two things you learned here, the blocking and the punching. So go back to that horse stance here. Bend those knees, drop your weight. You want your back straight, hands on your hips. Make sure your elbow is behind you. You don't want to be like this. Elbows are poking out behind you. Alright, now from here, pick it up, block in, throw the punch, throw the punch. Okay, so here it is. Block, block, punch, punch. Let's try it again. Block in, punch, and punch. So a little faster. Now, when you're training, you can pick up some bags like this and get a partner to train with you. When you hit it on the bags, you can block it in here and punch it straight in. What that's doing there, that's going to help your coordination. And plus I listen to like a rhythm. I think of music when I do that. You get a beat and a rhythm. Alright, now let's move on to some kicking. You're going to take your feet close together here. This is neutral position. I pick up my hands. I'm going to pick up the knee Point your foot out, bring it back, set it down. The part of your foot you want to use is the ball of the foot, right underneath the toes. So from here, knee comes up, kick, bring it back. Turn to the side, knee up, kick, bring it back. Now from here, I get the bag a little high here, kick high. I prefer not to kick high. I do that for sparring and practice and having fun. But when you're kicking, right to the knee or the groin area would be more efficient. So from here, hit with the bottom of the foot, strike it in, fold it back. There's 4 counts to this kick. 1, pick it up. 2, kick out. 3, bend it back. 4, set it down. A great way to practice this is if you're taking the pads, put anything on the floor. If you want to put a pillow on the floor, stack up a few pillows, preferably something that will not hurt your foot. You can pick it up, kick over, bring it back. That's going to help you. That's going to help your foot, or pick up your leg. So here and back. So there's your front kick, right foot, left foot. It's important to breathe when you do this. If you don't breathe out, it's going to resist, your muscles are going to start getting tensed. And if you're getting hit when you're doing the strike and you're not breathing out, it's going to knock the air out of you. So at least when you're breathing out, when you do any of these strikes and they hit you in the stomach, you're already breathing out. The air is not getting knocked out of you. Alright, let's move on to the back kick. The back kick, we're going to pick up the knee, lean forward, kick back, bring it back, set it down. You're going to use the heel. So from here, lift, look, kick, and back. And back. You could do kicking over objects to do this kick also. Now from here, the other leg, pick it up, kick, and back. Now here's a tip to make this a little bit easier. Bend your knees slightly, kind of crouch down here a little bit, so when you lean, kick, and back, you're balancing your body. Here's your back kick. Important, you want to look over your shoulder and see where you're kicking. If you don't see where you're kicking, you may miss your target for one. Another thing is when someone grabs you from behind and playing around, all of a sudden, boom, you kicked your friend. Alright, so now you got your block, you got your blocks, you got your punching, you got front kick and back kick. Let's move on to a self-defense technique. Say someone's throwing a punch, step forward. Throw your inward block. Now we're going to throw the punch. Punch. Now let's throw a front kick. Front kick. So now here's the punch coming. Block the punch. Twist out. Throw a punch. Pick your knee up and throw the front kick. Let's try that one more time. Block. Punch. Kick. So there's tape 1 for karate for beginners. If you have any questions, please send me some comments. I'll be glad to answer it and guide you. I will be having more videos on this and teach everyone who wants to do karate a little bit of basics here, and we'll be moving on to getting a little more difficult things. Alright, thank you. Welcome to Karate for Beginners, Lesson 2. We're going to start off with the outward block. So let's go into a horse stance that we learned in Lesson 1. We're going to take your legs shoulder width apart, bend the knees, push them out, hands to the side. Alright, from the outward block, we're going to sweep downward like this towards the opposite hand. And we're going to lift it up, reaching out here, blocking out. You're going to block with the outside of your forearm here towards the thumb. Sweep. And push across your body, underneath and out. Now when you're doing this block, you want your wrist to be eye level. So the elbow is here towards the solar plexus, this is towards your eyes. You're blocking that area, and you're not blocking just a strike, you're blocking the area. If it comes in there, push it away. Let's try this outward block again. Sweep down like this, pick it up, and push out. And again. Sweep and push out. All right, a little bit faster. Repetition is very important with the martial arts. You want to keep doing it, getting better with it. You got the muscle memory. So from here, you're not just going to go, all right, I mastered it. Keep practicing it. All right, next we're going to move on to is a karate chop. There's two ways I'm going to show you here how to do karate chop. Inward karate chop and an outward karate chop. When you're delivering a karate chop, it's important how you hold your hand. So we're going to have the fingers together and the thumb tucked in here. You don't want to have them open like this. And you don't want your hand to be straight. You want to tilt the thumb towards the elbow. Now when you deliver this, you want to deliver right here from the middle of your hand here to your wrist bone in between there. You don't want to hit up here in the upper part. You'll hurt your finger. And that wouldn't feel too great. I've done that before. Alright, let's try this out. Hand side, pick up your hand. Like this, like, hi, how you doing? And twist it in and chop. So I imagine you waving and you're handing someone something. We're not going to be out like this, and we're not going to be up like this. Alright? We're going to put it on an angle. So you hand it to someone kind of tall. Pick it up and chop. Twisting motion as you deliver this. There's your inward chop. Down on the bag. Pick it up. Chop. 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 When you start with the heavy bag, you don't want to put a lot of force into it. Especially from a horse stance. The horse stance, you do that, you're using too much arm on this. And from here, if you're chopping something like a heavy bag, you gotta take your hips into it more and throw that. Alright, let's go on to an outward chop. We're going to take our hands side here, we do it from a horse stance. Pick your hand up to the side of your face. You're covering your ear here, and you're going to twist it out and chop. Again, we're on that angle. We're not going to come straight across. You're going to deliver the chop with the same manner here as you did the other one. The only difference is the palm facing down. Make sure you breathe out when you do these strikes and your blocks. It's going to help if you get hit. You can just breathe out the air anyhow. Plus you don't get dizzy when you're doing it. Alright, here we go. Alright, done a little faster. Here's a little chambering technique I do. I throw the one, come up, throw the other. And I keep sneaking it inside here and chambering the hand. Alright, let's do this one. Deliver. It's a good way to practice that chop. Again, on the bag. I would start this on a focus mitt or a focus pad, much like this one here. Get more power to it. You'll feel better about yourself anyhow when you can put more power in there. I know I've done it where I had a new strike, started on a heavy bag, trying it, and it feels weak, or I hurt myself, it kind of discouraging. So it's best to start out with the focus mitts or the focus pads. Alright, let's move on to a side kick. We're going to take the kick from the neutral stance here, hands up here. We're going to take the toes, we're going to point them away from you. Say I'm going to kick with my left leg. If you mirror image me, it'll be your right leg. But we're going to take your opposite foot, toes away from you, and then bend in that knee as you lift your knee up, out, back, set it down. It's 4 count like we did with the front kick. So from here, hands up, turn those toes. If you don't turn those toes, or turn your heel even, I'll show you a pivot later where you turn your heel and how I do this, and it delivers it a lot quicker. But to make it easier for now, just turn the toes. And if you don't do that, your knee will float, and if you kick someone, you can fall down if they move in at you. So let's do this kick here, hands up, turn the toes, knee comes up, kick, and back. So let's try the other side. Pick it up, out, and back. So from here, turn the toes, knee comes up, out and back. It helps to lean with this. This way it helps your balance. Here's your side kick. We're going to move on from the side kick here. We're going to do a fighting stance. Fighting stance here is a side horse stance. So if I'm in a horse stance here, I'm not going to turn just straight to here because now I could get knocked over this way. I don't have a lot of movement or striking ability. So I'm going to take my foot, slide it at an angle. So my target, my opponent here, or my target is here. So from the side, I'm going to take it to the corner like this horse stance. Pick up one hand, the other hand here. Protect the rib with your elbow, and you got your hand up here to protect your temple. Another hand here to your solar plexus and your other rib. Drop your chin down. You don't want to lean forward, but drop your chin down to protect your throat. This is protecting your vitals. The vitals are the ribs, solar plexus, throat, temple. We're protecting here, so we're not getting straight in those positions or in those targets. So from here, you got your fighting stance. Facing the front, like this. Now, when you're doing this fighting stance, there's a great stance from here. Take the back foot, you're going to turn it, turning your hips. This is called a bow stance. So you're taking the hips, pivot forward. And then see the back foot here? We turn, and the heel is on the floor. The knee is straight, the other knee is forward. So the front leg is forward, your back is going to be straight. You don't want to lean with that. Back straight. Okay, now from here, your karate punch that we learned from lesson 1, we're going to take it from the backhand and out. That's called a reverse punch. So take it from here, twist your hips into the bow stance, turn that hand out. Other side. So turn. Turn. When I pivot this foot, I take the heel off the floor and turn it. So the heel comes up, then I pivot this way. Then I set it down. Okay, now the back fist, which is also known as a back knuckle punch. Take the back of your knuckles here. We don't have to change our position, just reach it out and back. Out and back. From here, other side. It's going to be a quick stun punch. It's not going to be a lot of power to it. Just a. Now from here, we can add the back knuckle punch or the back fist to the reverse punch. So here's a combination: back fist, reverse punch. On the side, out, punch. If you have any questions on that, just comment me. I'll answer your questions on that. On any of these things we covered, if I didn't cover it quick enough, just let me know. I'll maybe do another video just on that piece. Let's go to one self-defense technique. It gets a punch. You're going to step forward, block the inside of the arm, throw a palm strike. You're going to hit the bottom of the heel palm here, and then chop in. So from here, block out, palm, chop in. Welcome to Karate for Beginners, Lesson 3. In this lesson, we're going to start off with a roundhouse kick, also known as a wheel kick. We're going to start from the fighting stance, hands up here. What we're going to do is bring up the knee. Pivot your body, kick, bring it back. When you're doing this, it delivers like a front kick, but sideways. And the weapon that you're going to use is the instep right here. Top of the foot, closer to the ankle. You don't want to hit with your toes. You want to deliver it top of the foot. Alright, so let's try it out here. Back leg, pick your knee up, turn, and kick. When you do this, you want to deliver it swiftly. You don't want to go like this, hold it there, then pull it back. You want your foot to come out of there, then you can bring your leg back. Try again. Now let's try the other side. Hands up here, pick up the knee, pivot, kick. Everyone has an evil foot. You know, mine would be my left leg. Yours might be your right leg. When you're doing this, just practice it. You might have to go over it a few more times with the foot that's harder, and then you'll get a little better with it through practice. Let's take this from another side here. When it comes up, don't get discouraged if you can't kick well with one leg, but you could do it with the other. Now on the bag. Next we're going to move on to side kicks. We're going to do a low kick, then a high kick as a combination. This is good for when you're fighting. You can tap at the leg, get them to look, pull it back, kick high. So let's deliver it here, low, high. It's important to pull your knee back, getting ready for another kick. Other leg. So done. For the fighting stance, use the lead foot, other leg. Next we're going to move on to is a ridge hand. Take the hand like this, almost like a chop hand, but tuck the thumb in. When you strike, you're going to strike with the knuckle here and stay away from the thumb. If you come straight in, you may roll that thumb and fracture it. Then you want to tilt it just slightly, hitting with the knuckle. Now when you do this too, you want your arm to be a slight bend. You go like this, straight, your hand goes that way, hyperextension on the elbow. We're going to take this from here on the bag, I come around, and I strike. Now when you're doing it in a fighting stance, you want to pivot the hips. There's your ridge hand from a fighting stance. Let's practice it in a horse stance. Take your hand out like this, like you're giving someone something, and then reach it out. The other hand. There you go. Move. Move. There you go. Move. Move. Good. Alright, that's your ridge hand from the horse stance. Now let's put it into a combination. We're going to do the back fist, reverse punch, then the ridge hand. So from the fighting stance, we take the back fist with the front, the lead hand, reverse punch, then ridge hand comes from the lead hand. Back knuckle punch, reverse punch, and ridge hand. It's important to bring your hand back, throw the next strike back, and the next strike. You don't want to go out here and you start hitting your own hands, or you get sloppy, leaving your body open, your head open. A little faster. Other side. Here we go. Back fist. Reverse punch. Ridge hand. Move. 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 Okay, done on the bag. Other side. Now we're going to mix the roundhouse kick with the combination. We're going to mix it with the back fist and the reverse punch. So in the fighting stance, back fist, reverse punch, roundhouse kick. Done on the bag here. This is a good setup. You can punch high, punch low, get them up, down, kick them in the head. Punch high, high, get their hands up, kick them in the rib or the thigh. So from here, back fist, reverse punch, roundhouse kick. Done from here, back fist, reverse punch, roundhouse kick. Take it from the left side back, my left, you can do your right if you want a mirror image. Back fist, reverse punch, roundhouse. Next we're going to do is a self-defense technique against a punch. I'm going to use my right hand, say that I'm throwing the left hand. You step forward, you're not coming straight in either. Get the hand going as you step, block it out, chop it in, then reverse punch. Here comes the punch. Step, block it out, throw a chop, turn, reverse punch. We'll do it a little bit faster. Then we'll take it from another angle. Block, chop, punch. A little faster. Now we'll do it off the other side. So to throw the right punch, I use my left block. Chop, reverse punch. There comes the punch. Another side. Another angle. Block, chop, punch. Also could be done with the block punch, then the chop. The other side, block punch, then the chop. That's going to conclude this lesson for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.